Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Vivi Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Become a member as well. Also, Wraithx.eth domain name is not financial advice. So yeah, speaking of links down below, like I said, to that OpenSea project, the Predator project, not only do you get that 1 out of 5 NFTs, but you will get that physical as well. One of the physicals will be going up here, just to kind of show everyone kind of what it is. Thought it was really cool that Steve Kahn was going to decide to gift me that. But yeah, if you wanted to not spend the full amount, you could always pay in Omi, get a $750 discount. Thought that was pretty dope as well. Speaking of Omi, we did have a couple of things today. We did have generally more volume than we had, and I think that is just due to one particular buy order. We did have about $744,000 in volume. Despite that, we are down about 0.7%, but again, we did have some volume here. It was, I think, 100 million Omi buy order. That is currently now 62.8 million Omi buy order. That has filled a little bit, just slightly, not a ton. We'll see if that decides to fill or if the person decides to cancel it, re-up the buy order so that maybe it goes up. It doesn't have to drop a little bit. What's going to happen Omi on the short term, I have no idea. Hopefully I'll be able to buy a little more Omi next week as well. I'll keep you all posted on that. Omi did not do too well against the rest of the market today. Most everything else was relatively flat. Bitcoin was down, Ethereum was up, Binance was up. A lot of things were up except for Solana, Polkadot, Litecoin. A lot of those things were down. But again, even the ones that were up weren't up too much. But Omi did underperform. Just keeping y'all posted. Moving on. So, performance, we had Vivi over the last couple days make minimum of 100,000 per day, whether you had the Minnie Mouse, the Year of the Rabbit, Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't get the Minnie Mouse. A bunch of people did. A bunch of people, and why they decided to release that today is because Polka Dot Day is on January 22nd. Minnie Mouse's dress is filled with polka dots, so I think that's part of the reason why they did that. There's a couple of other big industries as well really getting in on the action, so obviously Vivi decided to also. But again, $100,000 each that Vivi had made gross income between today, yesterday, and the day before. We had the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Infinity Stone did not sell out, but again, still 100K. Year of the Rabbit did wind up selling out, and so did the Minnie Mouse. The Minnie Mouses were doing all right. Really what I think helped it was the lower scarcity numbers for the secret rare. I mean, the common, uncommon, and the rare all went below retail, but the ultra rare, which is about even, but is still above retail, obviously didn't do as well as that secret rare. That is going for a couple $100 right now. I had some people ask, hey, Chavez, the Year of the Rabbit, that book of stamps, the secret rare, has 880 editions, the same as the Year of the Rat. Why is the Year of the Rat $200 and the Year of the Rabbit like $40? According to Chinese lore, children born in the Year of the Rat are special. That tends to be the more celebrated year. Whether you go into Fruits Basket, whether you go into any types of anime or manga and read about it, that is a common trend among them. There is a bit of a story around that as well, where a lot of people tend to make fun of the Year of the Ox and the Year of the Rat. Again, they just tend to be special. So that's why I think. If anyone else has any other reasons, comment down below, and we'll go from there. In other news, we had Humdog saying, I just published why Vivi licensed NFTs are the Bitcoin of collectibles and non-licensed NFTs are crap coins. Choose wisely. Vivi Digital Collectibles says, thanks for the article, Peter. Fun read. We believe in the future of the industry and all those that are continuing to build. Queen Vivi had posted, so I've been wondering if Dr. Prophet has 400 waltz. How many of each of the other golden moments does he have? Especially interested in the Star Wars set. So how about it, Dr. P? What about a golden moments breakdown? And Dr. Prophet said, me too. I lost count. Can someone make a breakdown? Omi Daily Burn is going to do that. I'm not sure if he's done it yet, but it's a great channel to take a look at otherwise as well. We had a member, Justin, decide to go and say, hey, loot crates would be awesome if you get airdropped to your house in the Veveverse via drone. Could you imagine? And yeah, we were talking about loot crates the other day, how I think, yes, it is gambling, but every other single company does it. Why not Vivi? And I thought that'd be really cool, but I thought it would also be really cool is if you see those loot crates not just getting airdropped to you, but you see them physically getting airdropped in the Veveverse, being dropped off by a flying DeLorean or a James Bond helicopter, pretty much anything that can fly. I don't know if any of the Tokidoki things could be delivery mules, because I don't know if any of them can fly. I know a bunch of them can run really fast or swim. That'd be really dope if you had a house on like an island or next to a body of water. Could you imagine an alligator Loki or a Tokidoki with a little Amazon package on his back dropping off a crate? That would be so cool. Again, just my opinion. It's the little things, though. Little things. Mr. MC1, congratulations on getting your account back, saying, celebrating a Vivi milestone this morning. Thank you, David Yu, Dan Crothers, Vivi official team. Love my collection, and that is him getting 200 sets. Shout out to him for that. He also has almost 1,000 collectibles and over 2,800 comics. A little more on whale wallets later. Speaking of whales, here's a picture of a buddy of mine and Tristan Eaton right after they had decided to buy, buddy of mine had decided to buy a couple of his Avengers paintings. Why I mentioned this before, because there is a potential business deal going on between Tristan Eaton and one of these whales that are, again, just keeping it in the Omi Homie. A lot of really good, exciting things could potentially happen. I'll keep you all posted on that later. We do have Brock McWatching saying, fun fact, the Chinese New Year drop on Vivi Official is at midnight for China, which was the beginning of the Chinese New Year fun. Happy Year of the Rabbit for those who celebrate or enjoy thousands of years of traditions. Also, same thing. Happy New Year's, guys. When Year of the Horse. It's close. It's close. We got 4 more years left to the Year of the Horse. I'm a horse, if you couldn't tell. Comment down below what year you are. Yeah. I do have all those stamps. Again, I think there are much better things that you could buy for better ROI on your money than these stamps. But I love these stamps because, again, I love that culture. I love the story behind it. I love the lore of the Chinese zodiac. It's really fun. Again, that's why I've been buying. In other news, we have had more unique owners. It seems a lot more people have been getting more wallets each and every day. More people have been onboarded. I know of at least 1 or 2 that I onboarded this week. And I will be meeting with another person at a big whale tomorrow. So wish me luck on that. Let you know. That would probably mostly be for Omi. But if I happen to tell, oh yeah, only X amount of people can get this Aston Martin, or X amount of people can get this Vivi logo holder. And then obviously, of course, I think the Aston Martin Vivi golden logo are amazing, but I will say all of the blue chips, the Walt, the Secret Rare Spider-Man, the Riso, the Todd, etc., the comics as well. If he's into that, I don't know. We shall see. We did have Alex Becker, and this is an opinion piece. Alex Becker does have almost 850,000 followers over on the Twitter. Went out and say, for the record, I absolutely 100% believe this is a bear market rally, and that this is the most dangerous rally that is going to hurt the most people. This is the last wave up and literally designed to cause maximum pain before the true bottom. He continues on going, saying, I won't cling to this, excuse me. Sneezed right there. He says, I won't cling to this. If wrong, nor am I eager to be bearish. I will benefit much more if the bottom is already in. My ego is not behind this call. This is just my very clear thoughts on this. Only thing I feel safe accumulating at the moment is CryptoPunks, because they are a 20-year hodl. Okay, fair point. Yeah, they're one of the first things. They have a name for themselves already. I mean, how much higher can they go? And I get it, bull market, everything moons, but I mean, you have something with really no IP. Most of the world does not know what that is. First edition PSA 10 Charizard, however, it was 121 of those, and so those are worth 6 figures. Those are worth in the couple 100,000 range. CryptoPunks, I mean, could they garner more attention over time? Sure. Same with Bored Apes, same with CryptoKitties, same with a bunch of those things. But to me, that's really risky. I happen to read that because that's what he wrote, and yeah, major influence, has a bunch of followers, but yeah, to me, that's just happens to be really risky. Again, there are people, and I am in the camp that I think is the minority, that say this, unless the trends reverse, I think this is the start of a recovery and start of a new, potential start of a new bull market. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Could this person with 850,000 followers be right? Also, yes, absolutely. But at the end of the day, nobody knows. So anyone that tells you, yeah, I know 100%, they're just lying. This is just, again, can we make a very good educated guess on what's going to happen in 2 years? Yes, absolutely. For the next few months, again, nobody knows. I'm just pointing that out there. Moving on. I have some news on the hero here. The Gale said, yo, I'm late. I just realized that we can burn any hero card on the digital side for hero points. And Hello K said, 12 months ago, hero didn't exist. Since then, they rolled out interoperability, trading, in-app chat, a proper collector program with gamification, cross-platform day one, and now both burning for points and crafting new NFTs. I think that is also fairly bullish for Hero. They do have a lot. Okay, well, Chavez, if they did so much, why are the prices down the toilet? Why aren't they mooning? Okay, it is also a bear market. Same for Vivi and Akomi. Have we rolled out a lot more stuff over the last 2 years? Yeah, absolutely. Why aren't we into the moon? Horrible recession, horrible bear market. That's why. Will we recover at some point? Yes. When? I don't know. Is this something that Akomi and Vivi can learn from? Absolutely. I would love to, they're burning for hero points. Why can't we burn for MCP points? I really do think that that's something that can happen in the future. So I'm going to read something that I think has a point, and then I'll say the counterpoint to it. We have Kobe Collect saying 300 market fee and 300 on the cash out, meaning he sold something for about a little over $3,000 because of the 8.5% fee. So it's either something Marvel, Disney, Star Wars, etc. So he says 600 in fees today on Veve Official. If I truly own my collectibles, this would have all been private transactions off app or on Immutable X. I don't really own anything on that app, just a long-term lease, especially since accounts can poof, #Vivi. So I do want to push back on this. Yes, there are fees. There are, which again, go on OpenSea, there's fees. You go on anything else, there's fees. On eBay, there's fees. But because this is such an amazing ecosystem and it brings a lot of people, it's like a watering hole, people would not have made this money without Vivi. Now, could you say, yes, the 30,000, 50,000, however, mark however much money you put into Vivi, could you have put that somewhere else and made money? Sure, absolutely. Limitless, unlimited investment opportunities out there. But for the most part, Vivi makes things easier. Same with eBay. Do I hate eBay fees? Do I hate taxes? Yes, but would I be able to make that money in the same way without them? No, I would not. I don't care who you are. You're not making what Vivi's made. You're not making what Pokemon made. You're not doing what eBay did. You're just not. This is the cost of doing business. It would not have been able to be doable without this particular ecosystem. Moving on, saying, if I truly own my collectibles, this would have all been private transactions on or off on Immutable X. Yeah, having Pokemon cards, having the Todd Batman statue, the Bane statue, could I sell that and not pay taxes? Yeah, absolutely. Could I not pay fees? Absolutely. Person-to-person deals are my favorite. Going from person to person for Pokemon deals, that is still my all-time favorite type of deal to do, because that reminds me of back in the day where you would just trade for stuff. And I don't like the government saying, you're doing this on your own. We have nothing to do with it, but we want our piece. I dislike that 100%. But again, what do most people do? They eat it. Why? Because they have to. Because that's, you can only fly under the radar for so long. And also when you do have something like that, most people, you have the option, if you have something on eBay saying like, oh, hey, here's my PayPal, let's do an off-app deal. You have no protection any other way. And I hate to sound like Napoleon Dynamite saying, Pedro offers you his protection. Vivi offers you protection in a lot of stuff. eBay, same thing, offers you protection. PayPal offers you buyer protection. If you do things on your own, again, why do scams happen? Because even though most people, I believe, are generally good, there are some people that want to take advantage. And if somebody, and I don't know how many messages a day about this, if you have somebody go and say, oh, hey, let's do a deal off app, and then we'll just, sell for an exorbitant amount of gems or whatever it is, I would almost never do those. If I do, they would have to send me the money or the product first, because obviously I'm a public figure. If I were to, heck someone, then they could just, blow me up and light me up. So obviously I would never heck someone, but, them hacking me, what am I going to do? I don't know. These people are just random names. Yes, there's a price to pay for being on Vivi, but that is a price I think most of the world would be willing to pay just for that protection. And again, because you wouldn't be able to make that type of money on your own outside the app. Can you do it in other investments? Yes, absolutely. I'm talking about this particular thing. Anywho, moving on. It doesn't seem like the IRS views cryptocurrencies as securities. If you take a look at Section 165G, provides that any security which is a capital asset becomes worthless during the taxable year. The loss shall be treated as a loss from the sale or exchange of a capital asset. Section 165G2 defines a security as a share of stock in a corporation, a right to subscribe for or to receive a share of stock in a corporation, or bond, debenture note, or certificate, or other evidence of indebtedness issued by a corporation or government, or political subdivision thereof, with interest coupons, or in registered from. Cryptocurrency B is none of the items listed in Section 165G2, and therefore Section 165G does not apply. Again, just someone's interpretation of it. Vivi does have a comic coming out tomorrow. It is Amazing Spider-Man number 4, first appearance of Sandman. In its highest grade, which is 9.6, is worth about $200,000, with a recent sale of $174,000 back in 2021. Now, there are only 3 9.6 graded on the books on CGC Comic Census. Very excited for this one to come to the drop. This information does come from Sean O'Hare and Go Collect. I will be going for this tomorrow. How about y'all? Comment down below. Speaking of go collect and other stuff people like to collect, we have CGC Video Games graded 9.8, the Super Mario 3, which sold for $60,000. People love their collectibles. And again, like, what utility does this have? People make me laugh when they say, "Oh, what about utility?" And I don't just mean for like Vivi. I just mean for, you know, all the other projects. Oh, it doesn't have utility. It's crap. Like, what utility does this have? Like, it's in the box. You can't play it. I mean, you could buy another thing and play that, but they do it for the collectability of it. They do it for the scarcity. They do it because it's rare. They do it because it marks a time in history. It's historic. I love it. Speaking of historic things, it is always a beauty when we have Vivi hiring ads. For their engineering, Vivi is hiring another mobile web engineer. They do want 5 years of software engineering experience, including a solid understanding of standard data structures and algorithms, knowledge of computer science fundamentals, expert level knowledge of React Native, React.js, ecosystems, and ES6, experience with building native iOS or Android applications. This is a remote-only position. They are looking for people in Europe or in Asia, and they do want $60,000 to $90,000. They do want to pay $60,000 to $90,000. Even at the upper end of $90,000, this is a little, I think, under the average for what a dev of this experience, you know, would have for this mobile web engineer. However, most other web engineers that do work, they do work on companies or products or whatever that really don't go much. They don't go far. This, you have the chance of working with Vivi and its IP. This is, again, you don't take this position because you're going to make the most money out there. You take this position because you say, oh, I worked with Vivi. I worked on this while they were still basically almost in beta, before the Veveverse, before that. I helped build that. That's why you go and do it. And they are going on saying they want another senior backend engineer to write maintainable backend application features, performance optimize existing features. This is also in Eastern Europe and Asia from 90 to 120,000. They're willing to pay this. Again, if you want, you know, go and ask, go and apply, and maybe ye shall receive. As far as sales, we did have another Secret Rare Spider-Man happen to sell or be bought yesterday for 7,155 gems. It is sub 200 mint. Thought that was pretty cool. And moving on. I was mentioning Minnie Mouse before, and David Yu had mentioned, I don't know if this is just random, it's polka dots, or if it's supposed to say something. I can't look up a picture. I'm not colorblind. I don't think it really says anything in there. Comment down below if you saw that or what you think of it. Anyway, next official Vivi event the unofficial Vivi event is in Germany. Wherever you are from, we would love to see you there. And this is from Captain Vivi. It is going to be at Comic-Con in Dortmund 2023. It is in Germany. Saturday, May 6th, 2023. The plan is going to be to visit the Comic-Con, dinner in the evening, and the free evening design. And everyone is allowed to that event. So again, contact Captain Vivi for that. One of my favorite Randy Chavez lores of all time is, you know, I'm adopted, no one really knows where I'm from. But Contender09 last year says, I'm just about to expose you as well, real Randy Chavez. I have a photo of your parents. I'm nearly sure of it. It is Xena and Hercules, and that is my favorite piece of lore of all time. People were looking at the top 500 wallets, and it seems the 500th wallet has 971 collectibles in there. And the top one, I think, is Dr. Profit's. That one, if we could take a look at, see where it is, has 16,628. And that's in one wallet. He very well might have two. We don't know. We did have Patient Hodler say, hey Vivi fam and Omi homies, I was surprised to see almost no one noticing these mega transactions from rank 1 wallet to the Omi reserve wallet of Vivi. Strangely, Akomi did not move all of this recent Bitcoin pump. Watch out, apes. And then you have Puddin' Cheeks respond, say, this is a big nothing burger. Both of those are reserve wallets. They were being staged to roll up to layer 2, reserved for function in the system. So again, big, giant, nothing burger. Brock McBlockchain goes and tweets, Mega Feesh Type 3, the Eel Feesh. Reminds me of that SpongeBob episode, like, I would, but sadly I'm only an eel. I just love that show. Anyway, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Bye. Meow, 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 meow.